Hi everybody, welcome back to this set of videos on loops. This is week 4 and lesson 2. And as you can see on the screen, I've set you a couple of exercises to do. Just go through them with you. Using a for loop, display a 5 times table from 1 times 5 to 5 times 5. And exercise 2, using a do until loop, display a countdown from 10 to 0. So if I actually just show you the program, I've already got it wrote. So this is the way I've done it. I've got a button for exercise 1, I've got a button for exercise 2, and it does the actual solutions. So pause the video, have a go at that, and then when you're finished, or if you're struggling with it, obviously unpause the video and I'll go through the answers with you. Okay, so we're back and let's go through the answers. Just to point out, I've got a couple of buttons for each of the exercises called BTN exercise 1, exercise 2. And I have actually just got the one label. You may have put it in 2 different labels, that's absolutely fine, not a problem. Okay, I've declared X as a byte to start off with for my loop. This command here just clears the label, so what was written previously in it gets cleared. And then I set up my loop. Well, I'm doing a 5 times table, going from 1 times 5 to 5 times 5. So my start point will be 1 times 5. And finally going to 5 times 5, okay? In some respects this is the trickiest part, is actually getting its display in a reasonable format. So label display.text equals itself, ampersand x to represent the x starting off at 1, times 5 equals is a string literal, so we can put that directly in quotes, and then ampersand x times 5, okay? So x will increment, so when it starts off it's 1, so 1 times 5 is 5, 2 times 5 is 10, etc, etc. Hopefully you got that. So the countdown one is actually a little bit trickier, depending on you know, your logic and how you think. I've declared x as a byte, and then I've cleared the label, and then I've set x to 11. Because the first thing I'm going to do in my loop is subtract 1 from it, so it'll actually jump to 10. Now sometimes you may set it as 10, and then you've got your x minus down here under the display, and then you may have it less than 0. If you've done that and you've got an error, that's because you've got a byte, and a byte can't go below a 0 value. So the obvious way around that is to declare it as an integer, and have it done that way. So if you have done it the other way, that's absolutely fine. Hope that makes sense. So anyway, the way I've done it, x equals 11, and then I go to my loop, and then a minus 1, and then I display it until x equals 0. Okay, so I'm always like 1 behind, if you don't understand what I mean. Just run that program. So exercise 1, 1 times 5, exercise 2, 10 to 0. Okay. Right, I'm going to set you a couple more exercises in a minute, and pause the video and see how you get on with these exercises. So just a couple more exercises for you. Exercise 3, using a while loop, display a 2 times table from 1 times 2 to 10 times 2. And exercise 4, using a do loop, complete a times table of the user's choice, value to be entered in a text box, and that goes from 1 times the chosen value to 5 times the chosen value. So if I just show you that running, I've not changed anything from the previous 2 exercises, they're still in there. Just added a couple more buttons and also a text box for exercise 4. If we just click on exercise 3, it does that 2 times table up to 10 times. And exercise 4, I need to enter a number in the text box, and it'll do up to 5 times whatever number I've entered, in this case 1, 2, 3. Okay, have I got those? Pause the video and I'll get back to you in a second. Okay, so let's go through both of those exercises. Starting off with exercise 3, I've declared x as a byte, as prior to all the others, and I've put a label in, label display.text equals double quotes to clear the label as before. Then I set up my loop, so I'm going from 1 to 10 basically. So while it's not equal to 10, while x is not equal to 10, I know x starts at 0, as I've already mentioned, so x plus equals 1 will add 1 to x, and then I do the calculation as in the for loop. No difference really, apart from the fact I'm putting times 2 and I'm going up to 10 rather than just going to 5, and that's it. Okay, so hopefully you did that one. And this second one, this exercise 4, a little bit more tricky, this one. We need two variables. We need a user's choice, and we need something again for the loop. So again, as prior, as usual, I've used x. I've declared them as integers this time because there's a possibility that the user could put a bigger value in, so I've just declared it as an integer. As with before, I clear the text box, and then I convert my information that's in the text box to a integer, 32 bits in this case, and place it in user choice. You should be familiar with that from previous lessons. Do loop until x equals 5. It's important that we're still using x as the counter, we're not counting user's choice. Sometimes a common mistake. I know x starts at 0 as with all the others, so x plus equals 1, so I add 1 to x, so it shifts it to 1, and then the actual display. Display is quite long-winded. The key point really is that I've put user choice in between, so it actually displays the number that the user's entered, and then I'm timesing x by user choice. Okay, hopefully some of this now is beginning to stick. In the next video I'll set you some more meaningful and a bit more difficult task wise. Okay, thank you.